Professional wrestling is the one true sport. Other sports have their share of intense, dramatic moments, but nothing can compare with professional wrestling. Welcome to Wrestling History X, where three friends come together to talk about the stories behind the matches. I'm Matt.
I just want to know why there's an H if it's pronounced Thames.
That one confused the fuck out of me. And
Oh, that's what I meant to say. See, I don't even know how to say it.
And I am Gordon Ramshane.
The H still applies.
Welcome to episode 333, Capital Carnage.
Right off of the... How do you say it again?
Thames.
Thames. That would make more sense than Tim's, the way it's spelled.
So do lots of words in English, but...
Yeah, but they're all a bunch of slappers.
So this is the only Capital Carnage produced by the WWF. It would air only in the UK on December 6th, 1998, from the London Arena in London, England, with an attendance of 10,441 people. I feel like that's actually like a slightly disappointing number.
Yeah.
I wonder what the arena holds, but also it's a smaller place, right?
I mean,
population
all ended 80,000 last year.
Oh yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the... It makes me wonder if this was even an advertised show, like as advertised as a pay-per-view type. I mean, I guess it was London only, so it may have just been like a Raw house show.
I mean, we did one of these like...
It seats up to 12.5 in the stands, 15,000 for concerts.
We did one of these last year, not too long before Brett made his exit.
I mean, One Night Only was in 97.
What did you say that it sat? I'm sorry?
12.5 or
okay.
15,000 with for a concert. So it's probably in between there somewhere.
Yeah. I don't think it's a terrible
Let's see
number.
here. One Night Only did 11, and that was in Birmingham.
Yeah,
so
it's about average.
They didn't lose money.
Huh.
But we are in London, England. Jolly Ole England, as they say.
That's right.
So Shane,
put the beans on the toast.
did you do what you do?
Yes. Here we are in London, and every time I think of London, I think of two things. I think of when
Austin
Friends... Well, yes. I think of when Friends went to London for Ross and Emily's wedding. And then Austin Powers. I'm going to London, England. Yes, we were in London for the Capital Carnage, so I did what I do and tried to figure out what the hell can I get in Oklahoma City that has to do with London. And
not much.
Also doing what I do, I waited until the very last
moment.
moment.
If you plan.
Yes.
Okay.
You can if you plan, but as I typically do, I waited until the very last moment, until it was too late to order what I actually wanted. But I also had kind of sort of planned to order from a certain Gordon Ramsay place that we have here in town, because I figured if we're in London, we're in England, we're over with the Brits, we may as well go to a famous British chef. I guess
so you
Scottish.
ordered the idiot sandwich.
That's only available on the lunch menu.
Is there really that on the menu?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I was just kidding.
Yep, there's an idiot sandwich. Here, let me pull up the old website.
That's like the only thing I know about him. I never watched any of his shows.
On their lunch menu, they've got they have a jumbo lump crab cake, which I contemplated for last week, but they don't have it available on their DoorDash delivery, so we had to skip over that. But they have roasted bone marrow. They've got shrimp cocktail. They have their idiot sandwich, which is pressed French bread, mojo spiced pork, sauteed peppers and onions, mustard sauce, Swiss cheese, and house pickles. They've got a prime rib sandwich, a Hellfire chicken sandwich, the RKO burger. Yeah, no RKO, but had I been able to get the burger, I would have done it for a wrestling, but I was not able to. They have a fish and chip sandwich, English pea soup, a wedge salad. I've had their wedge salad. It's pretty damn tasty. Their dinner menu, obviously, I was going to contemplate that, but the item that I wanted from their dinner menu is not available on their delivery system as well. Obviously, that would be the beef Wellington, because I figured if we're going to go big, we're going to go big. So I was going to order us a $70
No, don't ever do that. Don't you ever do that.
Hey,
that's way too much.
It's Capital Carnage. We need some some carne for our Carnage.
Oh, nice. I see what you did there.
Yeah. But what I did go for was on their dessert menu. Again, not what I wanted, because their DoorDash restrictions are stupid, and
they want to make sure that the product you get is good, and that most things don't travel.
The sticky toffee pudding was unavailable for DoorDash delivery. I don't know if it's sometimes available and it just was taken off for today, so it didn't show up. But I've seen it at the restaurant before. I've had it at the restaurant before, and I just kind of want another taste of it. But instead, I went for the one that was available, the vanilla mascarpone cheesecake, which is a graham cracker crust vanilla mascarpone cheesecake topped with a lemon curd and a blueberry compote. It's super tasty. I talked shit on it when we first got it because I have this annoyance about restaurants when you order something and they put everything on the side for you to build it yourself, because I want it to look like it does in the picture, and it does not look like it did in the picture because I didn't know how to pour the stuff on in the proper order. But it still tasted good because
your presentation was very nice, Shane.
I should have done it the opposite though. The blueberry should have been on top with the lemon curd underneath it, and I did the blueberries first and then put the lemon on top, and then scooped up some blueberries to put them on top of the lemon because I thought the blueberry needed to be on top. Anywho, it's very good. It's very, for it being a cheesecake, it's not as rich as I would expect it to be. It's also not your typical overly sweet cheesecake that you'll find. This one has a little more emphasis on the cheese than it does the sweetness. And that could be the compote and the lemon curd that go with it as well. Who knows?
It's good.
But yeah, super tasty. Not the sticky toffee pudding that I wanted to get, but I'm happy that I was able to get something from Gordon Ramsay's restaurant delivered to Michael's house for Capital Carnage, because when I discovered I couldn't get the sticky toffee pudding, I was going to go to Whiskey Cake and just order their whiskey cake again, because it's essentially a sticky toffee cake. But then I did what I do, and I waited until the very last minute, and they closed on DoorDash, so I had literally 1 minute left to order this from Ramsay's, and I got it in just under the wire. So
that's what we get for recording on a Sunday.
Yep. But hey, I'm going to do like I do, and I'm going to take a bite of this cheesecake on air, because I know I didn't really even talk about taking a bite on the last episode. I just took a damn bite. So, here we go. Vanilla mascarpone cheesecake with some lemon curd and blueberry compote. It's not going to make any noise, but you might hear some mms from me, or I'll just slide my teeth across the fork so you can hear it.
Oh,
1, 2, 3.
It's very, very good.
It is very nice. A nice dessert. Lighter than you'd think.
What is it about lemon and blueberry that's so good together?
They're a good pairing, definitely.
Absolutely.
Well, something that would happen right around the same time as Capital Carnage.
Yeah.
The remake of Psycho would be released the same weekend.
Hey, you know who saw that weekend?
Shane?
Me!
How did you feel about it? I have yet to see it. I know a lot of people seem to not care for it. It's also remaking a movie that doesn't need to be remade.
I mean, that's the biggest thing.
It doesn't necessarily need to be remade, but of remade movies that I have seen, I wasn't mad about it. I enjoy, even if Vince Vaughn wasn't the best Norman Bates or the best Anthony Perkins, his name, replacement or recast.
They're very different guys. One's he's a huge man.
Yeah.
Anthony Perkins may have been tall, I don't know, but he's at least a slight guy, and homie's huge.
I enjoyed this one just because I like the actors that they cast in it. I'm always going to be and always have been a fan of Julianne Moore, William H. Macy, Vince Vaughn. Anne Heche I wasn't the biggest fan of, but I even enjoyed her portrayal in this one just because it stayed true to the original for the most part.
Isn't it shot for shot?
Yeah.
Except for one shot?
It is shot for shot. There's added shots in the kill scene, but there's one that makes me the most upset is the masturbation shot, because I'm just like that. To me, it changes the character. That one shot,
but it's also Gus Van Sant, the guy that got a blowjob in a movie, right? Isn't it that it's Gus Van Sant that did this, right?
Yeah.
And then
He's
he had
gotta
Chloe
have
Sevigny blow him in a movie.
That wasn't that movie. That was
that was not a Gus Van Sant movie.
Which movie?
well, it might have been a Gus Van Sant movie. But
It's not this one.
But it's not Gus that's getting the blowjob.
Oh, it's not him.
What movie are you talking about?
I think it's called Brown Bunny.
Yeah, it's Brown Bunny. Chloe Sevigny gives her boyfriend
Oh, okay.
at the time.
Chloe. She's got a long way
who's
from
the
kids.
I can picture it.
I mean, I don't know.
I can see his name, but
Yeah.
I can picture it, but I can't think of.
But I mean, all I'm saying is that it makes sense for the guy that made Brown Bunny to add a masturbation scene to Psycho.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Is that he's a subversive filmmaker.
It's Vincent Gallo that.
Oh,
Vincent Gallo is the one that directed and wrote it.
Yeah, okay, I'm getting him mixed up with Gus Van Sant. My bad.
I mean, Gus Van Sant, the only reason he even got to make this movie is because of Good Will Hunting.
Yep, I was going to say, I had a feeling that had a lot to do with
Basically, it was...
This was just like a project that was like, oh, I want to do this, and this is the only time I'll have the money for it, and I'm going to whack
And
them.
the clout.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had
Such a weird project to do afterwards.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a waste of your blank check money.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I literally was going to be like, he took his blank check, and this is...
He flushed it down the toilet.
This is what he decided on.
But I mean, he has the history of...
I mean, he has other
those
good
movies.
movies.
Drugstore Cowboy, My Own Private Idaho.
But yeah, this was...
He's definitely not a bad filmmaker.
No. I'm just saying it's just funny that, I don't know, I got it mixed up with Vince Gallo for some reason. The G's and the V's.
To Die For, I mean, that kind of put him out there as his first... Well, not really first. He'd had a few big hits already, but...
Did he do Elephant, or is that
Yeah.
Vincent Gallo?
Yeah, he's Elephant.
I think I just get them mixed up at all times.
Finding Forrester...
You're the man now, dog.
Elephant... Last Days... Paris Jatim...
Yeah. I don't know that... I feel like I'll never watch this movie.
Milk...
There's no real need. I would just go and watch the original again. But...
I have always been, curious, but...
If you ever want to see Psycho in color...
I mean, the best thing to do if you want to watch it is to find one of those split screen
There you go.
versions to watch them at the same time. So
is that really a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I know Matt Gorley on his podcast, him and Paul Rust did it, and the new one actually, even though it has a few extra shots in it, the pace is a little bit quicker.
Oh, really?
So it actually finishes a few minutes before
Huh.
the older one. But that makes total sense because older movies did have a slower pace to them.
This one came out around the same time as Clay Pigeons, in the same year span anyway. I don't remember how many months apart they were, but Clay Pigeons had that real just dark indie tone to it. And it was, again, Vince Vaughn. I think Joaquin Phoenix was in that one, Janine Garofalo. So I enjoyed both of those just because it just kind of, that was the theme of the year, at least with Vince Vaughn movies for me.
I always disliked Vince Vaughn until he started working with the guy everybody hates.
Jon Favreau?
No. The guy that made Bone Tomahawk. Which I love that guy's movies, but they were very upsetting.
Shit, I can't think of his name right offhand.
I know I have a Bone Tomahawk poster over there, and I can't remember the guy's name. But yeah, he worked in...
S. Craig Zahler.
Yeah. He was in 2 Craig Zahler movies, and I thought he was great in those.
What movies of his was he in?
Brawl in Cell Block 99 and Dragged Across Concrete.
Yeah.
Movies that are not for the faint of heart. They are incredibly upsetting films.
Those are Vince Vaughn movies?
Vince Vaughn is the lead in one, and he plays a big part in Dragged Across Concrete, but he's the lead in Brawl in Cell Block 99.
Okay.
But I liked him in those movies, probably because I don't know. I just found him more because his thing of being like a cool guy, I always found annoying. And in those movies, he's not playing a cool guy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as much
He's
fame,
playing a very uncool guy in both those movies.
fame and popularity he got from Swingers, I wanted to punch that fucking character in the face so many damn times because I know so many people like that I wanted to punch in the fucking face.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah, I like him. I like him now based off of two. Actually, I believe it or not, to bring it back to wrestling before we move on, I thought he was good in the Page movie, Fighting with My Family. Is that what it's called?
Fighting with My Family. Yeah.
I thought he was good in that, and then those other two. Those were the three things that where I was like, oh, okay, I like Vince Vaughn in these modes.
I'd probably have to go like Dodgeball and.
Yeah, I don't really like his comedy persona very much, but maybe if I went back, I'd like him because I didn't really like Wedding Crashers,
Dodgeball, Anchorman, Starsky and Hutch, movies that he's
not the lead.
Not the lead.
Yeah,
with the exception of Dodgeball.
I've never seen Dodgeball.
I still need to watch Bad Monkey because that's his Bill Lawrence TV show. So I need to see what Bill Lawrence and Vince Vaughn can do together.
I mean, I've never heard of it, so maybe not much.
It's an Apple TV.
Oh, it's correct.
So far, it's only had one season. So,
all right. So if it's on Apple TV, it takes 3 seasons.
He was in Rudy. I forgot he was in Rudy.
Yeah.
Takes 3 seasons of an Apple television show before anybody starts talking about it, and then everyone's like, "Oh, it's good." Have you heard of Severance? And I'm like, nobody has Apple TV.
Except for the people that do have Apple TV
and they know
talk way too much
about a show I'm never gonna watch.
I mean, it got 27 Emmy nominations or something like that.
Give a shit about awards.
I mean, Severance is pretty awesome.
I've only heard good things, but it's just like it's on Apple. I'm never gonna watch it.
It's a Ben Stiller show, so
yeah, like I love Cable Guy.
It's Ben Stiller kind of returning to his dark comedy roots.
And
it has
comedy stuff got really
has Adam Scott as the lead, which is always fun.
Yep,
I love Adam Scott. But enough about Psycho, Vince Vaughn, and all related topics.
That's right.
Let's head to Capital Carnage.
Carnage.
We get the WWF Attitude Package before highlights of competitors, with narration running down some of the matches, followed by an explosion into a computer-animated Big Ben.
No.
With the WWF logo as the clock face.
Yeah, they would never have done that after 9/11 as a animated intro.
Pyro goes off in the arena with Jim Ross welcoming us to the show, joined by Jerry the King Lawler. And they talk about the matches that we'll see tonight as well. Before we go to our first match, Gangrel versus Al Snow
with Head.
And Al with takedowns, arm ringers, hip tosses, and headbutts to begin, followed by a wheelbarrow suplex for a 2 count.
It would be great if Al Snow got famous enough at this point that they named a pay-per-view after him, and it was just called, the pay-per-view was called With Head.
Getting Head.
WWF presents With Head.
With Head in your house.
With Head in your house.
Snow strikes and a whip to a corner. He charges in, only to be backdropped to the apron. But he knocks the Vampire Warrior back, allowing Al to go to the top to hit a crossbody for a near fall. Gangrel then reverses a whip to nail a knee to the gut, a DDT, and multiple clotheslines for a 2 count, before hot-shotting Snow across the top rope and delivering a side Russian leg sweep.
It's the move of the year.
For a near fall. The Vampire Warrior catapults Al's throat into the bottom rope to keep up the attack, but Snow responds with a clothesline and a Northern Lights suplex for a 2 count, when the rest of the Brood have made their way to ringside. And Al charges into a boot in the corner, only for Gangrel to charge out into a power slam, allowing Snow to fly off the second rope with a moonsault. The Vampire Warrior avoids and hits a double arm overhead suplex for a near fall. And Gangrel sets his opponent on the top rope, but Al gathers the Vampire Warrior for a tornado DDT, when Christian would climb to the apron to distract the ref. And Snow gives Gangrel head, only for Edge to then fly off the top with a missile dropkick, allowing the Vampire Warrior to make the cover for the pin and the win. He really is the leader of the Job Squad tonight.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. It's nice to see Gangrel get to like work a longer match that doesn't end in a DQ. He's a pretty good wrestler. There was that little sloppy spot in the corner, that tornado DDT didn't look great, but the rest of the match was pretty solid stuff.
It just blows my mind that Gangrel at this time is 29, but he looks just
45.
old. Yeah.
He's a vampire warrior. He could be 2,000 years old.
Yeah, but he's drinking all that blood and whatnot. It's supposed to, make you younger looking, I thought. Or keep the youthful glow.
That's shoot blood. The network wouldn't allow it. I mean, sorry, that's working blood.
Mankind's hanging out in the boiler room, and he says nothing's boiling there, though, as it's the coldest boiler room he's ever been in. Followed by telling us not to expect DQs, countouts don't count, and friendships don't exist, especially with the Undertaker. As the simple fact that Anne Boleyn probably felt more welcome at King Henry VIII's dinner table. And now for all the tourists and historians, there will be an extra sight to see in the jolly old city of London. You can visit the London Tower, where people were hanged and beheaded. You can visit the Tower of Prince, where those heads were hung so joyfully. And now you can visit the London Arena, where mankind conquered all.
I didn't know Prince had a tower.
Have a nice day. I didn't know that. I've never heard of the Tower of Prince either.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, cool.
I like his music.
So we go to our second match. Legion of Doom of Droz and Animal versus the Headbangers of Mosh and Thrasher. And we get footage from 3 weeks ago on Raw, where Hawk would climb to the top of the Titantron during a Legion of Doom match, and they would attempt to get him down, only for it to look like Drozdov pushes the Road Warrior off.
Yeah, he's attempting to commit suicide is the angle.
Mm-hmm.
Wild. And then he pushes, and what's crazy is it looks great. It is a very big fall, but you can see his shadow from behind the Titantron. Looks incredible, but it is dangerous, and it's a very we know the Undertaker's trying to stab Austin with an embalming needle or whatever, but a man committing suicide is pretty dark, especially considering that most people know that he's had a tough time, a tough go of it as far as the quote-unquote demons are concerned.
And see, I couldn't help but wonder if they brought Marty back to be the shadow falling like they did when he was the fake Taker rising.
Okay, Marty, you want $80 in a vacation?
And JR gives us the update that Hawk is home recovering from his injuries. But as mentioned before, we don't ever see him again.
No, he's going to join the power team. Thank God.
Mosh and Droz start us off with hip tosses, arm drag, and a drop kick to the headbanger, followed by a drop kick to Thrasher as well when he runs in, sending them outside to regroup. They return with Thrasher tagging in, but he's met with a power slam by Drozdov until a Mosh blind tag allows him to fly in with a clothesline that takes control of the match. And Thrasher hits a leapfrog splash on the ropes, only for Droz to respond with a leaping clothesline and making the crawl for the hot tag. Animal with a leaping shoulder block to Mosh before dropping both headbangers with a double clothesline, followed by a power slam that gets a 2 count as Thrasher breaks up the pin. And Drozdov then pushes the Road Warrior out of the ring, allowing Mosh to cradle him up for the pin and the win.
Droz, you can't be wearing the pants in a relationship that started before you were born.
Yep.
Post-match, Animal argues with Droz, who shoves him, leading to LOD brawling until officials can break it up.
I hate it when you fight.
This is a battle of who gives a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like who do you care about more at this point?
I mean, Animal's the only face in this match.
He's also the only one we could potentially care about. I don't believe that anybody's a Headbangers fan, unless they're a big fan of Marilyn Manson. And then they're just like, that guy's wearing a Marilyn Manson shirt, so that's cool.
I mean, we see that they have talent.
Yeah.
Headbangers have talent.
I don't think that didn't, but unfortunately, I don't care. Yeah. That's all. That's the problem.
We didn't get footage from Raw, which JR mentions is from Friday night. And I actually looked this up. And
yeah, that threw me off.
That's actually when the show is aired in England on Sky Sports. It's on Friday.
Okay, now that makes more sense.
And we see Undertaker trying to bag up his brother. Austin appears, smashes the dead man with a shovel. We also see Bearer being giddy about the orderlies taking away someone. When we see that the Big Red Machine isn't the one in the bag.
Well, yeah, we just recapped all of last week's Raw in 30 seconds or less.
Along with Stone Cold and Kane then putting Paul in the manhole and dumping him in the sewer. And Ross sends it to Michael Cole, who attempts to get a word with Taker and Bearer in the back.
You think he was the biggest turd in that sewer?
And Cole asks about the fatal four-way match that they're in later. And Undertaker asks Michael if he's a religious man, suggesting he should pray for the soul of Austin, as Stone Cold has one opportunity to step into the realm of darkness and walk out again. He tried to publicly humiliate me and Paul, and he had the opportunity, but didn't seize it, because they're still waiting for that ambulance to arrive at the asylum.
Still?
I guess so.
I mean, the assumption obviously is that he killed the people in the ambulance.
But if we were to watch the Raw from next week, none of that would matter.
Of course not.
None of this.
No, this is a house. This is a house show.
None of this matters.
This is a house show with finishes.
The dead man continues that Austin will pay for his sins, and when it's said and done, I will put you on display publicly and humiliate you before I turn you loose to the hounds of hell.
The hounds of hell.
I can hear them now, begging for your rotting soul. So take a long look, because the end is near. We then go to our third match, Val Venis versus Goldust. And Val takes the mic to say the Tower of London and the Big Valboski have a lot in common. We both go up and down, and we both house the crown jewels.
Good God.
We then see a clip of Terry Runnels telling Venus that they are pregnant.
Hey!
Only for Val to disagree, that it was Terry that was pregnant. As we've mentioned, it's not a deadbeat dad thing, it's snippy pee-pee kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had some work done to his vas deferens.
Runnels would turn to her ex-husband for comfort, but the Golden One would tell her to even forget
Up the
the
street.
name of Goldust. And later Terry would team with Miss Jacqueline to take down the Golden One and Marc Mero with low blows.
Two women scorned.
And we see Venus attack before the bell, working Goldust over in a corner, only to miss a charge in, leading to the Golden One hitting a clothesline to send Val outside. And the Golden One whips Venus into the ring steps before dropping him face first on them as well, followed by returning to the ring to nail a hip toss and a body slam. And Val fires back, but his whip is reversed, where Venus bounces out of a corner into a clothesline, strikes, and a slingshot back suplex from Goldust.
Get him, Goldie.
And Val shoves the Golden One away when he attempts a monkey flip, charging out of the corner with a clothesline for a 2 count, before delivering knees to the gut and a side Russian leg sweep.
Move of the year.
Venus then telegraphs his move, so Goldust drops down to hit an uppercut and a running bulldog for a near fall. But Val rallies to drop the Golden One with a spine buster for a 2 count. Venus then flies off the top with a crossbody, only for Goldust to roll through to be on top for a near fall, before Val answers back with a fisherman's suplex for a 2 count. Goldust ducks a clothesline and delivers an atomic drop before the 2 bump heads, leading to the Golden One staggering about till he falls down with a headbutt to the Big Valboski.
Right in the jewels of his... Did he call it Big Ben earlier?
His crown jewels.
His crown jewels, but yeah, he called his penis a building or something.
Goldust then sets up for his finisher, when Venus would pull the ref in the way, stopping the Golden One in his tracks. And the distraction allows Val to cradle up Goldust for the pin and the win.
Strong mixed cheers and boos here.
Post-match Venus is grinding in celebration when the Golden One would grab him for a reverse sit-out slam and set him back in the corner to deliver shattered dreams.
You notice this camera shake? Are they testing it out, or is the camera like just set up crummy in the crowd and they're popping? I think they're shaking the camera. But there's like, they start shaking the camera on this show during big moves. And I was like, are they just testing this out over in the UK?
No idea.
Maybe you guys didn't notice it.
I didn't notice it.
But I promise. Because I noticed this is the first one, and then it happened throughout the show, and I was like, oh, I guess they're trying a thing out. Or maybe like they just legitimately don't have a very strong rig, and the crowd's going nuts.
It could be.
JR then sends it to footage of Vince McMahon at Oxford University, where he's speaking to a group of students. He doesn't really say anything of importance, so...
A puff piece to feed the ego.
We then go back to the arena, and the McMahons and the Stooges come out to the top of the ramp, where Pat Patterson has a mic to announce the lineup has changed to please the fans, where The Rock will now face X-Pac instead of Triple H, while Hunter will now face Jeff Jarrett.
So the same thing you saw on like Friday, 2 weeks in a row, right?
That was 2 weeks ago that he faced X-Pac.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Gerald Briscoe takes the mic to say that Vince has loaded the show full of surprises for everybody, including Vinnie Jones, a soccer rule breaker. Yes, the same Vinnie Jones from Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Okay, because I was like, this guy looks vaguely familiar, but I don't know anything about Vinnie Jones.
I know, I had to look him up to see, is that his actual name, or is that just what
If
they're
you
calling
guys
him on
watched the
here?
Guy Ritchie movie,
Yeah.
he's probably been in it.
But he was a real footballer.
He was a real footballer.
Football/actor.
Okay, yeah. I was like, why does this guy look familiar? But I have no idea.
He was
who
coming to
Vinnie
the
Jones
end of his football career, so...
Yeah. Was he like their Rodman?
Kind of, yeah. Shane now has the mic to talk about Vinny, how he's called a hard man. But he figured it out last night when he eavesdropped on a conversation between two blokes where they were watching a George Michael interview in which he mentions a boyfriend, making the younger McMahon wonder if Jones was the boyfriend.
Why?
Wow.
What does that have to do with anything?
Followed by making a very lame Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels joke.
Yeah, that's how dumb I am. I didn't look up Vinnie Jones, and I was like, I guess that movie is popping at the moment, but like, I was like, all right, whatever. It seemed lamer not realizing that it's been a while since I've seen Lock, Stock.
Vincent takes the mic to say that he's sure everyone wants to know what he thinks of Great Britain, bringing up tea time since he's holding a cup of tea, calling it a pile of pious crap, and tossing away the teacup. Mr. McMahon continues that the English people have convinced themselves that their nation is the best, running down the country, even saying that they wish they were Americans, sending the crowd into a craze, chanting asshole at the owner. We then go to our fourth match, Tiger Ali Singh versus Edge. And Tiger Ali grabs the mic to say that this date is very meaningful, that he would like to dedicate this match to all of his forefathers from India, who suffered under the oppression and tyranny of the British Empire. And the Brood member comes out through the crowd and goes right after Singh with strikes and an arm drag into an arm lock, with Tiger Ali bailing to the floor after a back body drop and a pair of drop kicks, only for Edge to give chase to toss Singh back in, where the Brood member slides under a boot and drags Tiger Ali crotch first into the ring post.
Posted.
Now back inside, Singh rakes the eyes, but a Manhattan drop and clotheslines put Tiger Ali down before a missile drop kick for the pin. And no, Singh gets a boot on the ropes. And Edge heads up top to fly off with a crossbody, only to be caught and slammed down, with Tiger Ali putting his feet on the ropes for the leverage pin and the win.
Pretty nice execution.
Post-match, Singh attacks the Brood member, but Edge fights back with a back body drop and a clothesline that sends Tiger Ali out of the ring.
Pulled the old school racism card.
Our commentators talk about the matches still to come, followed by sending it to Michael Cole in the ring, where he introduces Vinnie Jones. He comes out telling Cole that he's going to find Mr. McMahon and knock him out. That he's prepared to get involved with anyone that messes with him tonight.
Mix it up.
Michael mentions that Vinny will be at ringside for the main event, with Jones assuring everyone that he will be ready to sling the Americans out of England, and that it will be emotional.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
We then go to our fifth match. Marvelous Marc Mero and Jacqueline versus Christian and Sable in a mixed tag match.
Sure, Christian and Sable.
That makes perfect sense.
We see a clip from Heat a couple weeks ago where Jackie accidentally tripped up Mero, costing him the match, leading to Marc telling Jackie bye-bye.
Hit the bricks.
We also see Mero making a guarantee to defeat the jobber Dwayne Gill, or he would retire, only for Blue Meanie to cost him a victory. We also get highlights of Sable defeating Jacqueline for the Women's Championship from Survivor Series. As Jackie is getting in the ring, she argues and shoves down her own partner, leading to Marc acting like he's going to punch her. So, still not on
good terms here.
Yeah. And the match gets going with our gentlemen in the ring, with the Brood member taking Mero down with a hip toss and a drop kick, sending Marc to tag out. And Jacqueline acts like she's going to go after Christian, but he calmly tags out, sending Jackie running back to her corner to tag Mero back in, as she doesn't want to face Sable. But Sable tells Marc to come on when the Brood member comes in to pull Mero's shorts down from behind, leading to Sable kicking him while he's down. So you got to see some bad booty?
He's wearing the boxing trunks, and then underneath that he's just wearing red wrestling trunks.
Yeah.
So nothing too crazy.
No wild man on either side.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him a booty man.
No.
And Marc recovers to deliver turnbuckle smashes and a whip to a corner of Christian, who avoids the charge in, bringing Sable back to nail a thrust kick to her ex-husband. The Brood member is backdropped to the apron, but he answers back by pulling Mero down hard and heading up top for a crossbody that gets a 2 count, as Jacqueline breaks it up. Sable runs in to chase Jackie around ringside while Christian gets caught in a Samoan drop, followed by Marc climbing the turnbuckles, only for the Brood member to crash into the ropes to cause Mero to crotch himself. Christian continues with an atomic drop, a spinning heel kick, and a reverse DDT before bringing in Sable to kick Marc low, hitting the Sable bomb, which sends Mero rolling to his corner for a tag. And Jacqueline's hesitant to get in, so Sable slingshots her into the ring while Marc just keeps walking to the back. And Christian catches up with him to brawl backstage as Sable nails a TKO to Jackie for the pin and the win.
It's funny how the TKO went from the guy that was married to Sable to the guy that Sable ends up marrying.
Yep.
Post-match, Jacqueline attacks the ref from behind, when Tim White would stand back up with Jackie on his shoulders. Sable would then rip Jacqueline's t-shirt off, exposing her breasts.
Yeah! I mean, that's what the crowd does.
Followed by Jackie doing a victory roll to take out the ref and run to the back, covering herself.
Yeah, this was probably the most famous thing from this show.
Yeah.
And this will be the last time we see Marc Mero.
I know,
Until 2004.
Nuts.
This was supposed to be the last time. Last week was supposed to be the last time we saw it, but this didn't air in America, so we get one more date out of it.
But also, we didn't mention it earlier, but Shane's birthday's this week.
Hey-o.
Happy birthday!
Old.
And
Well, you look great, pal.
And since I know that Shane loves some Marc Mero,
Oh, do I ever?
and some, I have a birthday present for you.
I'm excited.
Marc Mero's new book.
Oh,
Bad
wow.
to good. Bad with 2 Ds. Marc Mero with Ben Veal. Inspiring story of a wrestling wild man.
Yeah, that is one guy that I just never thought they would have. I mean,
So
everybody has a wrestling documentary.
Definitely, he goes through his career in this book, It does go into some of his post-wrestling stuff.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's basically a motivational speaker at this point in his life.
Did he have demons?
Few, probably. As
like
all wrestlers do.
Addicted to some of the plastic surgery or something.
I mean, I don't know. He looks pretty good.
Those eyes. Yeah, he's had some. He's had that.
Yeah, I'm sure he's had some, but he hasn't gotten overboard.
We've got quotes from Diamond Dallas Page, Eric Bischoff, Mick Foley, and Lex Luger on the back. Dig.
Nice.
I might actually have to read a book again. Unless it's available on audio, then I might have to have him read it to me. As I read along. Thank you.
Yeah. He looks good. He looks like he's doing better than Buff Bagwell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ouch.
I just saw that like yesterday. Sorry.
A quote. Always invest and believe in yourself. There's so much power that comes with you believing in you and the unique skills that you bring to the world. Sweet. I'll have to keep you posted.
Hope you enjoy.
Yeah, I can't wait to get some fun anecdotes in the group chat.
Back in the arena, we see Kane pacing backstage. But we then go to our sixth match. Ken Shamrock with Big Bossman versus Steve Blackman for the WWF Intercontinental Championship. The champ came out first.
Uh-oh.
Foreshadowing.
We're going to put a belt on Blackman?
No.
Could we?
Shamrock wastes no time taking Steve down with a body slam and strikes, only for Blackman to answer back with a roundhouse kick for a 2 count. And Steve works over Ken in a corner with a series of kicks, right hands, and a clothesline for a near fall, when Shamrock catches Blackman with a power slam. And Ken keeps up the attack with a snap suplex, back elbow and elbows across the throat, before a running forearm and knee lifts. But Steve lands a surprise roll-up for a 2 count, which just pisses Shamrock off for more strikes and turnbuckle smashes. But Blackman rallies until Ken delivers a leaping leg lariat and applies a front face lock to regain control. Steve escapes with the shoulder blocks to a corner, whips Shamrock chest first, and then hotshots him on the ropes to change the momentum, before a spine buster into a jackknife pin for a near fall. Ken then ducks a roundhouse kick and hits a bridging fisherman suplex for a 2 count, when Blackman would respond with a leaping shoulder tackle that sends Shamrock to the floor. Steve then baseball slides into Bossman, brawling with him on the outside, followed by returning to the ring for a backbreaker to Ken. And Blackman goes to run the ropes, where Big Bossman hits him in the ankle with a baton, allowing Shamrock to apply the ankle lock for submission and the win. Post-match, Bossman jumps in the ring to attack Steve, hammering away until the ref gets them separated.
Yeah, this was quick, but better than I expected, because we haven't seen a lot of Blackman, and he's in the ring with an intense guy, and I thought that this was really fun, and sometimes the best thing for a match is for it to just be a little better than you expected.
Yeah. I mean, we saw him smile on one episode, and now
they had a good
decent
match.
Michael Cole's backstage with The Rock, and he asked the champ if he's surprised about the change of opponent, with Rocky asking if Cole would be surprised if he pulled his eyelids over his head, kicked him, and watched Michael run around on the floor like an idiot.
Yeah, I was like, this is a little bizarre, but okay.
Rock then has Cole hold his apple before saying he got a corporate email saying there was no way in hell he was going to face that degenerate Triple H here in the UK. And then out of anybody they could get, they got X-Pac to face him. I almost put that bony jabroni in a coma when I gave him the corporate elbow a few weeks ago on Raw. And Rocky continues that he plans on laying a smackdown to the kid, putting on his little candy ass, and then afterwards the millions
and millions
of The Rock's fans will chant his name, and X-Pac will know his damn role. So, kid, what you gonna do with the 24... Oh, wait, that's not it. That's the bottom line, because that's not it either. To be the man, woo, you gotta... That's not it. I'm the best there is, the best... That's definitely not it. This is it. The most electrifying line in sports entertainment today. If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Boom, 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 boom.
I think this is the first time he's actually said the most electrifying line in sports entertainment and the smell.
Yeah.
So you're welcome, London.
I don't like the la la laws. I never did.
They're fun when the crowd chants along with them. But
sometimes I like them, and other times it's just like, all right, shut up already, Rock.
But it was fun. This was a very good Rock promo. It was fun. It was funny, and really didn't expect him to throw the shade.
Actually, I think it's the first time Millions and Millions, too.
I think.
That I think we've seen.
It just keeps adding to the repertoire.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's going to have the head turns, tilts, eyebrows, glasses down at the tip of the nose.
Remember when he kept talking about Hoontang Pie? That one was always like, what are we doing here?
Yep, it's like when his little battle with John Cena was going on for WrestleMania 8.
Who's John Cena?
I don't know, but you'll never see him.
That's right. But yeah, his...
Just teed that one up.
Oh, Fruity Pebbles or something like that is what he kept talking about.
Oh, really? Like, it didn't work?
No.
Because right now he could fucking fart on a snare drum and everyone would be like...
Last year maybe. This year, I don't know.
No, I just mean at this point in time.
Oh, at this point, yeah.
Yeah, now I don't care about him at all. I find him obnoxious.
Yeah.
But whatever, other people still
can.
Oh,
yeah. Give him 2 years and they'd have the same freak out reaction that they always do.
So we go to our 7th match. Double J Jeff Jarrett with Debra McMichael versus Triple H with Chyna.
Dang, she's cheating on Marc. I also like the idea that they're kind of alluding to Hunter Hearst Helmsley being British because of his name and his original gimmick, but
he's a blue blood.
Everybody knows that that's not the thing at this point.
So we get back and forth action to start when Hunter drives Jarrett down with a spine buster. But a back elbow catches Triple H off guard, knocking him outside with Double J following out, only for Hunter to hit a right hand to make his way back in. But Jarrett hotshots Triple H before heading up top for a crossbody, which Hunter rolls through to land on top for a 2 count. Double J answers back with a knee to the gut and an armbar takedown. And Jarrett puts Triple H on the ropes where Debra does some choking, followed by a swinging neckbreaker by Double J for a near fall. And Hunter's knocked to the ropes, so McMichael does some more choking, leading to Chyna heading around ringside to scare her away. And inside the ring, Jarrett locks on a sleeper, only for Triple H to escape with a back suplex, leaving both men down momentarily. Back to their feet, they trade strikes, but Hunter gains control with a high knee, an atomic drop, and mounted punches. He sets up for his finisher, only for Double J to counter with a double leg takedown into a catapult, which Triple H blocks to stop himself from going into the post. More traded strikes when Jarrett would telegraph his move, allowing Hunter to deliver a facebuster and a clothesline that would send his opponent to the floor.
I really liked the catapult block. It was a nice little breath of fresh air. He just put his arms up and caught the corner of the ropes, and then he just shrugged it off.
Shook his finger
he's like, nah.
Not happening. Debra now jumps on the apron when Chyna would join her to scare her away again. But the ref stops the 9th wonder of the world from hitting McMichael, who now climbs into the ring to flirt with Triple H.
He looks to be very interested.
Double J uses the distraction to get back in the ring with a chair, only for Chyna to sneak in behind him, yanking the weapon away, leading to Hunter hitting a pedigree for the pin and the win. Fun little match.
It's fun. I mean, I love a quote-unquote elevated house show vibe where it's you get matches, they have finishes, and they're typically pretty fun. well worked.
Yep.
They're longer. It's not all this DQ business. You get to see guys like Steve Blackman like actually have a decent match instead of just kind of being fodder for whatever they got going on in story-wise.
Michael Cole's now backstage with Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he tells Stone Cold that Mr. McMahon planned some surprises for tonight's main event. But Austin doesn't seem concerned. He's just there to kick some ass. And Cole brings up that Kane and Stone Cold worked together this week on Raw. Only for Austin to note that everyone's out there for themselves.
Everyone's on the line tonight.
While also not worried about Undertaker seeking revenge for what they did. JR then sends it to a video package where we see the WWF European Champion D'Lo Brown out and about on the streets of London, going to Buckingham Palace where he seems to have left his key, so he starts screaming for the Queen to let him in. And a driver comes to pick up the champ in a small car, making D'Lo mad that he didn't get the limo treatment. And he heads to the Thames River, which he pronounces incorrectly.
Just like me.
A tourist lets him know about.
Yeah.
Followed that Big Ben is now called Big D, and someone recognizes him as he walks down the street.
I mean, this was short and sweet, and it was pretty funny. D'Lo's
Just like D'Lo.
he's a fun guy.
So we go to our 8th match. The New Age Outlaws of Road Dogg Jesse James, Badass Billy Gunn, versus the Nation of Mark Henry and D'Lo Brown for the WWF Tag Team Championships
Of the world.
And the champs come out first. Foreshadowing.
Have they ever come out second after they get over? Is that ever a thing?
Probably not.
I'll try to keep a mental.
I remember it, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, we understand. We get it.
We then see clips of Mark's date with Chyna from Raw. And D'Lo works over James' strikes to begin the match. But a ducked clothesline allows Road Dogg to deliver shake, rattle, and roll right hands.
And it gets such a huge pop, it makes me sick.
And a shimmy, shake, knee drop to force Brown outside to regroup. And Gunn tags in to face D'Lo, only to receive a leaping leg lariat. But he responds with a gorilla press slam and a clothesline to again send Brown bailing to the floor. Henry now tags in to face their opponents, challenging Gunn to a test of strength. When Badass would hit a cheap shot, only to run into a bear hug.
Oh my god, this bear hug looks terrible because
Big dude and a badass.
the badass Billy Gunn is like 6 inches taller than Mark Henry.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just standing there, like, not even bothering to sell it.
Gunn finally breaks free by clapping the ears, nailing a clothesline, followed by Road Dogg joining in for a double drop kick to Mark and a double hip toss to D'Lo, causing the Nation to regroup once more.
I did like that in the bear hug before he claps out or whatever. Billy Gunn to the fans behind Mark Henry's head shakes his finger like Sonic the Hedgehog. I was like, all right, that's silly.
And Henry matches up with James now, with Road Dogg trying to use some arm work, only for Mark to use his power advantage to yank and slam the Outlaw down, before bringing back Brown for a leg drop, clothesline, and a sky high. Henry tags back in for a leg drop and a splash for the pin, and no! Badass runs in to break it up, pulling James to the corner to tag himself in to hammer away on the Nation with clotheslines and strikes. Gunn with mounted punches on D'Lo when he sees Mark charging in, so he leaps off with a crossbody. Henry catches and power slams Badass down, followed by a Brown elbow drop, only to then telegraph his move, leading to a not-so-famouser, leaving both men down momentarily. And they make it to their feet with Gunn cradling up D'Lo for a 2 count, which brings Mark in to break it up. And he's arguing with the ref, allowing Badass to pile drive Brown for the pin and the win.
Pile driver was a little scary looking.
Well, after the match, D'Lo just kind of like gets up and just like walks off. Like, kind of doesn't really sell it. So it made me kind of wonder if Road Dogg actually got hurt on the splash, because he never gets back in the match after that move.
Oh, yeah.
And the ending felt very weird.
It did, yeah. I did not notice that, but that makes sense. I did enjoy it. I love D'Lo Brown, and he's been hitting his stride lately for the short amount of time he's been here.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely adding more cock to the walk as he makes
He's just one of these guys that
ring.
came out with pretty confident, and his confidence just gets stronger, and he's a compelling in-ring performer. So we like D'Lo. We're D'Lo fans.
JR sends it to a video package on how The Rock made it to the top of the corporate ladder, where we get clips of Mr. McMahon saying he had a problem with the people, so he has a problem with the people's champ, sending Ken Shamrock and Mark Henry to dismantle Rocky. And Vince would slap The Rock, only to be rock bottomed and hit with a people's elbow. Followed by its Survivor Series, Big Boss Man continuously screwing up every chance to rid the tournament of Rocky, leading to him becoming the world champion due to the help of the corporation.
Sneaky some of my bitches.
So we go to our 9th match, X-Pac versus The Rock for the WWF Heavyweight Championship. And we get the clip of Shawn Michaels clocking the Kid with a chair during a match on Raw that kept Rocky the champ. And we get strikes, arm drags, and clotheslines to begin, when X-Pac takes Rock down with a series of roundhouse kicks, causing Rocky to bail out to the floor and grabbing his belt and just saying he's out of here. Only for Triple H and Chyna to meet him in the aisleway to prevent The Rock from leaving, with the Kid coming out to brawl and toss Rocky back into the ring, beating him down in a corner for a Bronco Buster. But The Rock moves in time.
No.
Clotheslines, swinging neckbreaker, and strikes put Rocky in control of the match, head slamming X-Pac on the announce table before returning to the ring to wear him down with a rear chinlock. And Rock delivers a knee lift and then taunts Hunter, which brings him to the apron, allowing Rocky to groin punch the Kid for a 2 count. And Rock continues the side Russian leg sweep and back to the chinlock.
Move of the year.
Followed by a corporate elbow for the pin. And no, X-Pac kicks out.
I like The Rock does the little suck it motion before he drops the bow this time. A little insult to injury.
And Rocky reapplies the chinlock, with the Kid rallying to his feet, escaping with elbows, and goes for the X Factor. But it's blocked and countered into a rock bottom, only for Chyna to jump in the ring to low blow the champ, as the ref is distracted by Triple H. And X-Pac cradles up Rocky for a near fall, before a spinning heel kick for a 2 count, followed by flying off the top with a crossbody. But Rock rolls through for a near fall. The Kid with a series of kicks, only to have his whip reversed and boomeranged right into the ref.
Ref bump.
Before X-Pac charges into a power slam. And Rocky rolls out to the floor, nailing Hunter with the right hand and grabs the WWF title. But Triple H gets up and grabs the European Championship to whack The Rock from behind inside the ring.
I mean, there's 2 belts. You should have just took them both.
The Kid crawls over to make a cover as the ref stirs a wink for the pin. And no, Rocky kicks out. And X-Pac stomps The Rock down in a corner to deliver the Bronco Buster, with Rocky rolling out to the floor where he shoves Chyna, leading to Hunter attacking from behind and causing the ref to call for the disqualification. Post-match, the Kid joins Triple H in the beatdown until officials break it up, when The Rock rolls back in the ring and takes the mic to tell all the pieces of trailer park trash that he's still the world champion. DX jumps in the ring to attack once more, which brings Ken Shamrock out to help Rocky, only to be knocked out of the ring as well, leaving DX to stand alone in the ring. Once again, Rock and X-Pac. Very, very good match.
Yep.
With a really bad ending.
Yeah, I mean, we said there was a not too many DQs. If you're going to have one, I guess it's here.
It's okay to pin.
Yeah, I agree with that, but DX is so over. But it's like, well, that's just going to make him boo The Rock more. That's not a bad thing.
And if it's a cheating pin or whatever, it's okay.
So we go to our 10th match. Mankind versus Kane versus The Undertaker with Paul Bearer versus Stone Cold Steve Austin in a fatal 4-way match. And Tony Schimmel is our announcer. He runs down the rules of the match. No DQ, no countouts. First pinfall is the winner, before saying he has been asked to read the following announcement, verbatim. And now I ask you to give a robust royal welcome to the young, dashing, handsome, critically acclaimed Academy Award-winning member of the McMahon family, your guest ring announcer for the main event at Capital Carnage, Shane.
What movie was he in?
I actually didn't look. I was kind of wondering if maybe he was like a producer on something or other that.
Yeah, where they just funneled money into.
But I didn't care enough to look.
And so I figured they just were mocking whatever.
Probably. That's what I assumed.
Now I'm going to look just to see.
Mocking Vinnie Jones.
Yeah, I guess that could be what it was.
Because he's a guy that's in movies.
He has no award nominations.
Nope, he doesn't have anything. So it was just a
bad joke. Nothing new.
Shane then comes out to announce a few changes for the match. Pat Patterson is the special guest timekeeper. Gerald Briscoe is the special guest referee. And Vince McMahon is a special guest commentator, while Big Bossman will be a special guest enforcer. Schimmel then returns to announce the hard man of East London, Vinnie Jones, who comes to the ring, where Bossman stares him down. So they get into each other's faces, with Vinnie shoving Big Bossman out of the ring, leading to Briscoe giving Jones a red card, ejecting him to the back.
Football. A little football joke.
I mean, I'll admit, that was a pretty good joke.
It was pretty good. But it's just one of those things where it's like, it's such an easy joke, but we're wrestling fans. We're wrestling fans. We're not dividing by zero over here.
And security escorts Vinny to the back as the McMahons wave goodbye, followed by our competitors finally making their way to the ring. And Foley and the Big Red Machine brawl as soon as they're there, even in the dark when the Dead Man makes his entrance, which leads to Mankind being chokeslammed and tossed out of the ring by Taker. Kane and his brother now fight, with the Big Red Machine being thrown to the floor, followed by Undertaker meeting Austin in the aisleway to brawl, while Kane flies off the top with a clothesline onto Foley inside the ring. Stone Cold drives the Dead Man's face into the ring steps as the Big Red Machine and Mankind roll out, so everyone brawls momentarily around ringside, where Austin slams Foley's head into the announce table and guardrail before Stone Cold chokes Taker with his vest inside the ring, only for Undertaker to respond with a leaping clothesline and a leg drop for a 2 count. The Dead Man hits turnbuckle smashes and chokes, allowing Bearer to get a shot in with his shoe, while Mankind slams the Big Red Machine's head into the timekeeper's table. More turnbuckle smashes when Austin ducks a clothesline and bounces off the ropes for a Thez press, a series of right hands and an elbow drop. He makes a cover, but Briscoe's right knee gives out as he drops down to make the count, allowing Kane to drag Stone Cold away. And all 4 men are brawling when Austin clotheslines the Big Red Machine, while Taker takes Foley back out to choke him with a camera cord. And Kane joins them on the outside to choke the Undertaker with a cord, followed by Stone Cold doing the same to the Big Red Machine.
If you didn't see that coming, you've never watched a wrestling match in your life.
Yep.
When Mankind uses a microphone to whack both brothers.
I mean, the end of the cable, there's a microphone.
And Austin looks to send Kane into the ring post, but the Big Red Machine blocks and reverses, sending Stone Cold into the steel instead.
Posted.
While Taker and Foley make their way back inside to trade strikes.
You said steel instead of posts. So the steel is the sides.
All four are in the squared circle, with everybody exchanging blows, when Undertaker goes for old school. But the Big Red Machine falls into the ropes, causing the dead man to crotch himself.
My tombstones.
Austin and Mankind then team up on Kane with big boots, right hands, and a double clothesline, which makes Foley want to shake the hand of Stone Cold, only for Austin to go for the stunner, which Mankind blocks and locks on the claw. But Taker trips up Foley from the outside, dragging Mr. Balzo first into the ring post, allowing the brothers to team up on Stone Cold with strikes and clotheslines. When Mankind brings out Mr. Sacco.
Yep, it was the claw before.
He helps Undertaker and Kane with the attack on Austin. High fives Briscoe, and then, seems to be making plans with the brothers. Only for them to nail a double clothesline to take Foley down.
The poor son of a bitch, he just wants a friend.
And the dead man tosses a chair into the ring, climbs to the top, while the Big Red Machine sets up for a tombstone on Austin, when Mankind would strike Kane to make the save, only to be kicked out of the ring by Taker. The brothers again team up to work over Stone Cold, but Foley returns with chair shots at the Big Red Machine, only for Undertaker to clock Mankind with a chair as well, making the cover when Austin makes the save with a chair shot across the back of the dead man. And Stone Cold covers Taker, but Briscoe won't make the count, saying Undertaker's shoulders are up, leading to the dead man nailing a big boot to Austin, followed by Kane clotheslining his brother out of the ring.
It's almost like nobody wants anybody else to win the match but themselves.
The Big Red Machine then goes for a choke slam on Stone Cold, but he kicks him away and delivers a stunner. Only for Briscoe to check the time instead of making the count.
Yep. It's like, well, I mean, is there time? Fatal 4-Way, you would think that you at least got an hour.
So Austin shoves Gerald out of the ring.
He earned it. He asked for it.
Yep.
Stone Cold turns right into another chokeslam, this time from The Undertaker, which also drives Kane down with one as well. Taker makes the cover on Austin when Earl Hebner would run out for the pin. No, Mankind breaks it up. The dead man and Foley head outside to brawl, while Stone Cold makes a cover on the Big Red Machine for a near fall, before a reversed whip that has Kane catch Austin for a tombstone. Stone Cold escapes out the back and nails a stunner for the pin and the win. Post-match, Briscoe rolls in and wails on Hebner. So Austin gives Gerald a stunner, leading to Bossman getting in the ring to check on Briscoe. Vinnie Jones then comes back out to attack Big Bossman, sending him right into a stunner from Stone Cold, with Hebner kicking Bossman to the floor and flipping him off.
Couple of birds.
Austin, Jones, and Earl hug and celebrate with beers as JR says his goodbyes, and we fade to black.
Couple of beer drinking bros.
Yep.
So, side note, did anyone realize that JR had a Bell's palsy attack during the first hour of this show?
I did not realize it, but I was trying to find out when it happened, because when I take my notes, I normally just look at the side of Wikipedia to get the info to write down and don't read anything. And most of the time they don't give you any important information like who won or anything in the first paragraph, which I typically don't read, but I caught that out of the side of my eye so that I was waiting for it and I just didn't really catch it. But
yeah, so his mother had passed away literally the day before.
Damn.
Bummer.
But obviously he's already in England. He was just like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make it through. And
there's just one more day before I get to go home.
He said in his book, basically, he started getting like a crazy headache. Anything that was being said in his earpieces was like screaming at him, basically, because
he was having
medical emergency, attack, basically. But I guess at one point, King asked him if he wanted, do we need to get you help?
Yeah.
And he was just like, I'm going to finish this out. And he finished the show.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. There was a couple of times where I was like, oh, maybe he's gone now, and then I would hear his voice again. Because he would lay out for a little longer than normal sometimes. But I was like, oh, maybe he's gone. Then the show ended, and I was like, well, Matt will tell me the story when we record in a couple days.
So, don't know exactly when it happened. Just know that it happened in the first hour of the show.
Let's see, when I watched this one, I was watching it with the volume down. Not super low, but we had music playing in the background tune, so it was more I was watching it while listening to something else, and yeah, I had no clue.
I mean,
it wasn't very noticeable.
You wouldn't be able to notice.
No, I
couldn't, because I literally was like, did he ever mess, like, I don't remember him ever, like, just messing up at any point.
No, there was like a couple moments in the show where I heard him kind of lay out for a while, but so I was waiting for him to not be there, and then you'd start talking again. So I was like, oh, I guess he worked through the show. That's wild.
So I ask you, gentlemen, what are your overall thoughts of Capital Carnage?
I mean, this is a house show for a pay-per-view, but a good house show. Nothing really pushed story forward, but we got higher quality wrestling matches, and the crowd was hot, and you got a few good promos. No harm, no foul. That's kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah, similar. Very much a house show. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. Never watched it before and won't watch it really again.
These are my favorite kind of shows to attend.
Yeah.
Because you get to see wrestling matches and you don't have to cut to commercial or deal with too much in the way of angles. You just get matches that typically have finishes and their matches are longer, and I like wrestling, so going to a wrestling show and getting to see wrestling is cool. So I would have had a blast at this show. But my favorite wrestling shows I've been to outside of Matt and I going to the G1 are the NXT shows that we went to, and the other one would be the 98 house show at the Myriad in Oklahoma City that my dad took me to, because the crowd was hot and the matches were fun.
I mean, I think I literally said my review in the middle of the show because it's a glorified house show, and nothing will ever be mentioned about this show ever again.
Probably not even.
I mean, some of the biggest things here that happened were potentially the first times that The Rock says some of his catchphrases that become unanimous.
I mean,
potentially.
That's literally the only thing on the show that's of note.
Yeah.
Basically.
If you want to see Steve Blackman kind of have a good match, that's cool.
Once again, X-Pac and The Rock
better
have great chemistry together.
Yeah, something you wouldn't
put on a very compelling match. Like if it
you wouldn't have guessed it.
I think once again, it's another one of those. It's almost on the short list for me if it doesn't have that horrible finish.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a shame that X-Pac. I mean, he's not that short, is he?
Probably 6 foot.
Yeah. It's just funny because it's like he seems like he's a great in-ring worker. Maybe if he got bigger, but then he wouldn't be able to do a lot of the stuff that he does do if he packed on, more weight. Yeah. But yeah,
6 foot.
X-Pac never became the guy, but everybody knows who X-Pac is.
Yeah, X-Pac is definitely more of the guy than Six was or the 1-2-3 Kid was.
Yeah, but even today, anybody probably 30 and up knows who X-Pac is.
I'd say
even if
last year he was possibly making a return to some organization. I'd be down to see X-Pac have one more.
I mean, I think he gets called in and paid every once in a while by Sean to help with NXT. But
I mean, he does appearances all the time. I don't know if he's wrestled.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just match wise, he's one that if he could get back in and get his training down, whatever, I think he'd have one good last run.
One good final match.
Yeah,
I think maybe they were thinking about bringing him in for maybe the Rumble or something like that.
It's one of those things where it's like, oh, yeah, cool payday for him, but he doesn't need to do that. He just wants to hang out with his tiny dogs.
Tiny dogs.
He's a tiny dog guy.
Okay.
He takes his tiny dog everywhere he goes. But hey, as long as he's not using drugs, do whatever you need, buddy.
Exactly.
I mean, he did some GCW stuff in 22.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw his name out there within the last couple of years. That's why I was kind of hoping he'd have one more.
I hope that's just
One more go.
I imagine and hope that that's just a for fun thing and not like I need money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always for money, bro.
I mean, yeah, but like GCW can't pay that much.
I mean, it looks like he does stuff during
WrestleMania weekend.
The last few years.
For the love of the game and to go see a bunch of his friends.
I mean, he's probably already there for other reasons, so.
Good. Where's the smart marks at? All right. Fuck you.
I think it's time we smark it up. So what are some of the best moments of this show? Mentioned the X-Pac match.
Yeah. We all agree that those guys have good chemistry, and we've been seeing it a lot lately.
The Rock doing all of his catchphrases. Like,
It's funny.
I was a mark for The Rock. I'm probably still a little bit of a mark for The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Even, maybe not as much of one now for
Yeah.
him currently.
It's a little harder now, but it's one of those things where it's like, oh, he's still The Rock. He's just not, he might not be The Rock that you wish he was, but he's still The Rock. I'm trying to think, because there's nothing terrible here. And it was just nice to see some guys get some more time and have good matches. Like Gangrel, like Steve Blackman. Like Val Venis is a good wrestler. And it's just nice to see these guys go to a finish sometimes.
Jarrett and Triple H having a good match. Like,
Yeah.
I love that moment where Triple H, catches the ropes off the catapult. That was fun.
Shamrock and Blackman were fun. I'm still curious as to the Christian placement.
I mean, I think some stuff had to be moved around when Regal got, because I think Regal and would have been on this show probably with Tiger Ali Singh in a match versus
Venus
and Godfather. Maybe not Venus and Godfather.
You think
maybe,
they're not going to go for the Indian guy versus
versus
the
Edge.
British guy?
Maybe it was Tiger
For
Ali
old time's
Singh
sake.
and Regal versus the Brood. Maybe
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Christian and
because
Gangrel
Edge and Christian were,
Right.
or Gangrel and Edge
were tagging it.
were in separate singles matches, and then Christian was in the mixed tag, which Christian was. That's where he originally was supposed to debut. Was in the last time these people had a mixed tag. That was actually supposed to be Christian, but they changed it to Edge. Remember Edge? Well,
yeah.
Edge debuted, and then they had.
Yeah, I do remember that part.
And then Christian was supposed to debut the same way, I think, somehow, and then didn't do it that way or something like that. I don't remember. It's not
Important.
Yeah.
important.
Kind of like this show, but the show's not bad.
Yeah, it's not a bad show. It's just it holds no.
Like I said, the biggest benefit
Memory.
here is to see some guys that you don't get to see wrestle like
Longer than 3 minutes.
Yeah, like actual wrestling matches to a finish, as opposed to everything ending in some kind of a DQ angle. Like that's the benefit of this show.
Yeah.
Earl Hebner drinking the beer and
Yeah,
flipping
Flipping the birds.
Bossman off, and
everybody loves Hebner.
that was a fun little moment.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
thought Vinnie Jones actually did a pretty good job for what he was there. The red card moment.
Yeah, he's been like.
I had a great time
We've
with
seen
that.
so many professional athletes shit the bed.
Yeah.
He did not do that. He was not so impressive that I'm like, oh, we need more Vinnie Jones. But he did not embarrass himself or look stupid, which is impressive for a professional athlete jumping into the WWE, especially between 1985 and 2000, essentially. The hit rate is not great.
Disappointing? I can't think of anything that just completely just disappoints
I
me.
feel like I had one, but maybe I don't, because even Tiger Ali Singh was
Legion of
better than
Doom.
expected.
I don't need to see.
Oh yeah,
I don't need to see that.
That's definitely it. I'm 110% over that whole thing. Respect to Droz, respect to Animal, but this is just this ain't it.
No, nobody wants this.
And nobody wants an LOD that they don't want to see. That's that's the antithesis of what Legion of Doom Road Warriors are. But they're also Hawk and Animal,
yeah.
not Droz.
Yeah.
Droz doesn't even have a name that is an animal.
It's not a road warrior.
No.
No, I mean it's the demolition effect all over again. Demolition was Axe and Smash. You throw Crush in there, and it's not Demolition anymore.
Yep.
We didn't need it. We didn't like it.
Didn't want it.
And it ruined the whole thing.
Yep. And I still hate him to this day. You know, Droz I'll go easy on because he, as much as I despised him as a wrestler at the time, he kind of got a shitty end to his story.
Yeah.
But
it's not personal. It's not like he chose
No.
the angle. So, you know.
exactly.
Best performer of the night. X-Pac again.
Yeah, I think it's just X-Pac because they had they have the chemistry and
Given what we learned, JR.
I mean, honestly,
That's not a bad
Considering his mom dies the day before, and then he has another Bell's Palsy episode.
and we don't notice.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking for it, and I was like, he's made it through the whole show, and like, there was not any. It's not like he mispronounced a word or like fumbled or whatever.
You could probably say Thames with no problem.
He did a better job. He did a better. Yeah, he definitely. I don't know with that southern drawl. What he ended up saying, but I mean, you know, it's better than. He did a better job on this show than he's done in the last 10 years on commentary. So it wasn't the Bell's palsy. That's not the excuse. It's just age. He was a younger man here and the consummate professional.
And how about most surprising?
The JR thing again.
That Marc Mero was on the show after I thought I would never see him.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, he's done. And I was like, oh, well, this makes sense because it's not going to air in the U.S. So why not?
It's very true.
We just need an excuse for Sable to rip Jackie's shirt off so everybody can see titties.
They're kind of great titties.
They were like fucking water balloons. They're huge.
Making their way to the ring.
It's trivia time.
Shit.
This week, the category is 20 questions.
It's 20 questions, the question and answer program everyone enjoys.
And we're back to Shane.
You were looking at me and I was like, oh, are you doing this like snake style? It's like, it's not a draft.
So Shane, pick a number between 1 and 9.
Well, considering my birthday is the 23rd and this is episode 333, I guess I'll go with 3.
Hey, that's what I did. Maybe you'll get Sting again.
All right, let me pull them up. And reminder that everything up until 1995, nothing past, is what I will answer on. So you are able to ask your first question.
All right. In 1995, were they in the WWF?
No.
Okay. Were they in ECW?
Yes.
All right. Just because. Were they a Pitbull?
No.
Okay. Were they ECW World Champion in 1995?
No.
Okay. Did they hold a singles title in 95 in ECW?
Double checking. 99% sure it's no.
Okay.
No.
Did they hold a tag title in 95 in ECW?
No.
Okay. Are they Stevie Richards?
No.
Okay. Are they a tag team wrestler?
No.
Okay.
Isn't everybody
Sure,
in
yeah.
ECW? a
Everybody
tag team wrestler?
tag teams, but they're not a member of a like regular
tag
of a
team.
prominent regular tag team.
Yeah.
No, but like every other match on ECW sometimes is tag.
Is it Tommy Dreamer?
You got it.
You got it. For another 12 points.
It's good. I know that was. I was looked at it and I was like, somehow I feel like this is going to be tougher
Yeah, he's
than
not
the
a
Pitbull.
champion.
Yeah.
He's not in a tag.
He's
but
just
tags.
he's just Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's just a guy that people like. It's not like he ever. Yeah, he doesn't. He's just always like near the top of the card. But like, how do you describe Tommy Dreamer? It's like, oh, he's
the guy, but he's not the
yeah,
guy.
yeah, exactly. It's like Sandman's easier to has more like attributes, even though he's less of a wrestler.
Next week, rock bottom in your house.
Oh, shite. Can you smell what I'm going to be cooking yet? Because I don't.
Music from this week's show is You Too Can Smash by Elliot Pulse, Jordan Paul Richter, and Mark Robertson. And Stone Cold won our main event, so we're going to play Hell Frozen Over, version 3, by Jim Johnston.
You could do some, what is the Spam and rice thing?
Oh,
do some Hawaiian food, right?
I can't think what they're called,
'Cause
but
it's
I know they
rock
have
bottom,
them at like
and
Misabi
the
or
rock
something
is,
like that.
you know, of island descent.
Yeah. We could get some
Do something with Canadian
Kalua
bacon
pig.
since it's in Vancouver.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, it's in Canada, eh?
What's the thing, the beef patty thing? It's the Hawaiian thing.
Oh, the Loco.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember what it's called. It's just like a beef
You
patty.
can go to Mobetta's.
It's basically just a
Moco
it's a-
Loco?
Moco Loco.
Yeah.
It's just a beef patty with
Shit on it.
Hawaiian sauces,
Ah.
and like pineapple juice and soy sauce and
I love the Spam thing. I can't remember what it's called. But it's like Spam and
it's like
sushi rice.
Wasabi or something
Yeah, I think
like
you're
that.
right. I think you're right.
Yeah, they have it at Mobetta's.
It's that thing's so good, but it's always overpriced for what it is. It's like I know this Spam costs you like, I mean, for all I know, Spam's $6 now.
Could be now.
So.
And if you like this episode or any of our other ones, please go out there, rate and review us on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you find your podcast at. If you do the YouTube thing, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications.
That's right. Share it with a friend. All that shit.
And if you have any questions, comments, concerns,
We're going to Vancouver, eh? Canada, eh? If we rock bottom.
yes,
Well, I need some Canada ideas, but I mean, I'm just gonna keep playing along with
Tim
the.
Hortons?
Where's the best cheesecake you've ever had? And don't say Cheesecake Factory. Just like give me actual places. I want to know.
it should be a local bakery that you've gone to.
Yes, send me pictures. Tag them in the post. I want to know. Again, I just want to learn about some more places. I've found so many things over the last handful of years of places that have all this shit, and I just want people to
Need
tell
a
me
new
some of
one.
their
Need some new
favorites. Yeah,
And I'm thinking about that Japanese cheesecake. That's good.
that's pretty damn tasty. But yeah, give me some ideas. Slide into our DMs. Give us an email, a shout out, something. I want to hear from you.
We do a lot of talking.
Yeah.
Talk back.
Hey, if you have any of those
way to
things,
shut me up is by putting food in my mouth, even though I'm going to chew into the microphone.
if you have any of those things, you can send them to our email at wrestlinghistoryx@gmail.com or find us on X, WrestlingHistoX. It's Wrestling HISTO X. We'll talk to you next week.
Later.